This is Malbon's Mortgage Minute, and we are here to talk with the Neptune poster artist, Jackie McAfee, and my longtime good friend, her husband, Tom McAfee. But let me tell you real quick, just to kind of back it up, how we know one another. So, not only is Jackie an artist, she's also a businesswoman, and her family, her brother Linwood Branch, who's a city councilman, and Larry own the Days Inn
at the beach
on 10th Street, which formerly was the Lindee. I grew up on 11th Street on Powell Drive, so I've known Jackie and Linwood and Larry since I was knee-high to a duck. So it's a long-standing relationship. We go to Galilee Church together. We've been friends, socialized together. But this is really cool because you're such a great artist, and not a whole lot of people really know that, how good you are. So we're in her studio. It's unbelievable. Some of the pictures we have of crabs and boats and oysters and so on and so forth. So just kind of give us a background on why you are the artist.
Oh, I got a phone call this past winter. We were down in Charleston and said, hey, would you like to do this? And I was like, gosh, I'm so humbled, but kind of surprised. And I thought about it for a while because I said, can I do this? Can I do a poster justice? Because there have been so many wonderful posters in the past. So I just wanted to make sure that I could give it all I had. And so we came back in April, and the weather wasn't that great, and so I was scoping up and down the beach to try to, give it just a good beach feel. Heard that the pier was in jeopardy of being around in the future. It had been sold, so I said, hey, who hasn't been to the pier and who didn't grow up in Oceanettes, So, so I scoped out some different angles for that, and there you go. I decided on, putting a lifeguard stand in, because, if you grew up at the beach, that's where you hung, watching the surfers and laying on the beach, bike riding. And and we have the plane. And what's really cool is they've started this chalkwork art on the boardwalk now. So anyone can go down there and participate in that competition. And so I've got, this is one of my little grandsons that I used as a model, doing little Neptunes.
So she made a great choice just because I grew up between 10th Street and 14th Street. So
exactly.
the wooden pier was kind of like as far north as my parents would let me go when I was a little kid, and I hung out with the lifeguard, whoever the lifeguard was on 11th Street. So, Tom, tell me how you're involved with this. Besides promoting.
Yeah, that's a good question. Just enjoying her art more than anything, and she kind of bounces ideas off me every once in a while, but certainly just like to enjoy her art more than anything. I did put a long time ago. We did frames together, but now she's become such a famous artist that now she has a framer do all of our frames, which is brings the quality up. Makes it a lot nicer.
He is my go-to after I finish the painting, because he will tell me. And I've got a couple other people that are my go-to too. And I said, be honest. What do I need? And I love a good critique.
Right.
And they say, well, you might need to do this or that or tweak. And so he's really good.
And subject matter. We started. Obviously we fish all the time. You fish all the time. I love to fish. And
coastal.
A lot of these, like the one right down there, the speckled trout was one literally picture we took, and Don Clark I think it was out with Don Clark one day, and we were out fishing. Threw them all on the dock up at the shore house, and
he would like for me to paint really tight. Really tight, which I used to. I grew up being an illustrator, real tight. And I said, you want it tight, pal? Go take a picture. Because I'm into brush strokes and textures and impressionistic type work, which I, just aspire to keep learning in that, but, along those lines.
So tell me where we can buy it. Since, unfortunately, the boardwalk portion of the Neptune Festival was canceled late yesterday afternoon, and to the dismay of a lot of people. However, it was the right decision with this unbelievable storm that has just taken really a huge toll on some very, very unfortunate people in Florida. Please keep that in your prayers and thoughts going forward. So let's know we can get this.
Yeah, so you can go online, Neptune's Festival, but you can also join, if you're on Instagram or Facebook, join Neptune's, their Instagram page. I mean, they do 40 events throughout the year, so it's just, they have a wealth of knowledge on there. I feel sorry for the princesses, because when you're in high school, that's like going to the prom.
Yeah.
I'm sorry guys, y'all don't get to do that, but anyway, also just wanted to put a plug in, 21st Street Gallery on Burnett Road is framing pictures, and I've got 4 there right now that I'm getting framed, but she's already framed up like 30 beautiful, they're so reasonable too, if you want to go by there and pick up one. 21st Street Gallery.
If you want to have a great memory of old Virginia Beach, this is it. Because there's a chance that this won't be around much longer. But speaking of being around much longer, I want to talk to you about buying a house these days. The market's changed, and you really need to find the most experienced realtor that you can, and also the most experienced mortgage banker that you can. And I'm that guy. I've been in this business 32 years. It's a really, really difficult market right now as far as what are interest rates going to do, what the price of housing is and what it will be. But don't go out there unprepared, because there are opportunities that are out there. And if you're looking to buy but don't think you can afford, you're going to pay a whole lot more money in rent than you're going to pay, to buy a house. So try me, Frank Malbon, Tidewater Home Funding, 757-288-8800, and get down and buy this poster, because they're going to be going fast.